This is the hat Robert Duvall wore in Lonesome Dove. Hi, I'm Mark Bedore. Today's Wild West is at United American Costumes, where everybody from John Wayne to Gunsmoke has come to get outfitted over the years for Western movies. We'll take the tour with the legendary founder coming up on today's Wild West. And what do you remember about John Wayne? What kind of guy was he?
I tell you, he was a straight shooter. And when he told you something, you could take it to the bank.
He hitchhiked to Hollywood with $60 and became the trusted costumer and friend of John Wayne. Oh, you got an article on you.
Yeah, Hollywood to Ruleville.
You've come a long way since you hitchhiked out here with what, 50?
Right.
Before he passed away in 2022, Lester Bayless gave us a tour of United American Costume, the amazing company he founded that's been costuming classic westerns and all kinds of other films since the 1970s.
I didn't like to take too many pictures with it. I didn't do that too much.
Lester worked on more than a dozen John Wayne films, including The Cowboys.
The Duke, threw him up against that tree and everything. Then he went and shot him in the shoulder and everything. And that was terrible.
One of the few where Duke Wayne's character is killed. Lester was on the set that day. But it sounds like it was almost kind of real for you to watch him get shot in that movie, huh?
Yeah.
You weren't used to seeing him get killed in the westerns,
No,
were you?
I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Lester was 80 when we spent the day touring what is one of the biggest costume companies in Hollywood. Buildings the size of airplane hangars, stocked with meticulously organized costumes of every description, from the 1700s to the 1970s and beyond. That looks like Clint Eastwood right there.
Yeah, that's right. That could be him. I did him one time.
This all began back in 1959. Lester was just out of the Navy. A buddy told him to come to L.A. where he could get him a job with his uncle, Hollywood costumer Seth Banks.
He did To Kill the Mockingbird, Seth Banks. I have his work box right over here.
Bayless hitchhiked from Ruleville, Mississippi, and when he applied at Western Costume Company, he would not take no for an answer.
He says, "We heard that you were coming, but we don't have an opening." I said, "Look, give me a job. Just give me a job. That's all I want is a job." And he said, He scratched his head. He said, "I tell you what, you come to work tomorrow morning." I was here, and that was it. This is his son.
Fast forward a couple years, costumer Frank Beatson, who rented outfits from Western, was impressed by Lester's work ethic and gave him his big break, a job on McClintock, filmed at Old Tucson Studios in Arizona, where he first met John Wayne. Duke was impressed as well.
I saw Duke again. He said, I want you to always do my movies."
So from McClintock to the end of Duke's career, you worked on all his movies.
Yeah. From then on, I did everything. I did everything to the end.
And in the end, when Wayne was dying of cancer, he sent Lester this telegram.
It says, "Dear Les, that's the best way to get them, Les, from the folks you love. Duke."
That was right before he died, huh?
Yeah.
Memorabilia from his John Wayne days is prominently displayed in Lester's office, including souvenir coffee mugs from all those movies. Duke even came over for dinner one night, much to the delight of Lester's two young daughters.
We had dinner at my house one time. The two kids, boy, they were just thrilled. Later, he called and sent some stuff there for Christmas.
You knew him pretty well, huh?
Yeah, I knew him well, I'll tell you.
Good guy?
Good guy. You can take his word and take it to any bank you want to.
There's lots of memories here from those classic pictures, like True Grit.
True Grit.
With the eye patch.
Yeah.
That's the hat he wore?
Yeah.
And the day when John Wayne forgot his eye patch.
And Hathaway, what the hell are you doing?
Director Henry Hathaway was not happy.
Where's his eye patch? I took off running up the hill in Colorado, and I came back and I handed it to him, and I fell, and my heart went down.
You had a heart attack?
Yeah. couldn't have done it without you, Lester. Jim Arness.
The walls are filled with framed photos and notes of other Hollywood legends like director Howard Hawks.
He was a tough guy to work for, too, huh?
Oh, yeah. He was a good guy, though.
There's a note from Jane Fonda from Comes a Horseman, a photo with James Garner, and a picture and a note from James Arness, just to name a few.
So you're good buddies with Sam, too, huh?
Yeah. I talked to him about a week ago.
One of Sam Elliott's distinctive cowboy hats and costumes is prominently displayed. Lester's collection also includes the hat James Arness wore as Marshal Dillon in Gunsmoke, the hat James Garner wore in Maverick, and perhaps the best-known hats in 80 Western, those worn by Robert Duvall and Tommy Lee Jones in Lonesome Dove. Amazing to get to see them.
That's a good hat. Lonesome Dove.
Is that from Tom Horn?
Yep.
For Lester, costuming a character often starts with a hat.
You gotta have a good hat. Start with the hat and go down.
There's an amazing collection of headgear, and not just for cowboys.
Look at this. This is a nice for an engine. Look at that son of a gun.
That's a great-looking hat.
Yeah.
The Bayless collection includes a vast array of Indian costumes, buffalo headdresses, war bonnets,
There's a chief. There's a good chief.
and there's all the other authentic regalia it takes to bring the Old West back to life.
It's real. It's real stuff. The real way. Yeah, I like them aged down a little bit. See?
Darker.
Darker. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look real.
Yeah, they're real. They are real. Look, chokers. Yeah. I think those are Sam. Sam probably wore
Sam
them.
wore those?
Yeah.
Chaps for cowboys, and dusters for outlaws.
See,
Those are fun.
yeah,
Gotta have a duster for a Western movie, huh?
you got to have.
All with one guiding principle.
So it's all very authentic.
Yeah, it's got to be. You got to be real. There we go.
You want to do a Western, this is the place, huh?
Yeah.
This vast collection, of course, includes much more than cowboys and Indians. Whether it's the Revolutionary War, World War II, or peacetime,
That's a nice period coat. Beautiful.
you'll find it here, from head to toe, boys and girls.
Gotta have kids.
And if they don't own it, United American's expert crew can make it, like this beautiful brand new gown.
Yes, it's very fun, and there's something new every day. Yeah, hey, let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Lester's been a dear, dear friend of mine for over 23 years, and
right.
he's the best in the business. He's put together a really, really beautiful company.
Quite a story. Lester's company lives on today, as do all those movies and those cherished westerns that his costumes brought to life.
Must make you feel proud what all you've accomplished.
Yeah. It'll be here for a long time. It'll be here.